Hello friends, today we are going to talk about unit testing. So what is unit testing? It is all about testing of every smallest testable block of a code in a automated manner. In real world every application compromises of many modules. For instance, consider a simple e-commerce application may comprise of inventory module, customer management module, order module, etc. Every model is made of using more than one classes. Every classes exposes many functionality in the form of functions. So in unit testing, we test this function individually in an automated manner. In this tutorial, we are going to learn a basic of unit testing, what is unit testing and what is the importance of unit testing, basic example of unit testing, way towards MVC unit testing, and what are the different types of logic we write and testing in MVC also. So let's open the Visual Studio. In the first application, we are going to test in one small application. Just we'll open that console application. And here, and if you see that one, there is a class program. So I'm going to create one class program. One that class is that math class. And I'm going to create one method in the math class that will be the add method. With the two parameter and return number one, number two. Okay. Now we are going to create one more project that will be the test project. New project. The search test. That unit test. Unit test project, that one. And press OK. Okay. So once you will open that class, that see that this project is created here, and one more class is. So in that class, you can say that one test attributes, test class attributes, and for method there is one method class attributes. So in every method there is three things need to be added. First one is that asset. Second one is that act. Uh, first one is will be the arrange. Second one will be the act, and third one will be the assert. So what is arrange? Create objects and prepares everything need to the test functionality. So means like that for arrange you have to create that object which class you are going to test. For that one it's a math class. First we will add the reference. First you need to add the reference which library you are going to test. Just add the reference in the unit test. So that is a console application I am going to test. So press OK. And now add the reference. That reference is that console application. So add the reference also. Now in that arrange, I'm going to create that object of a math class. So arrange is like a create objects and prepare everything needed to test functionality. So create that object here. Okay, that object is created. Second one is that act. So act is the execute and get the output. So here I will write to get the result, but the result is coming. So what result equal to math dot add method. I'm going to pass that parameter 20, 10 and 20. Now last one is that asset. So asset is that compare final output with expected output. So what you will write here? Assert. There is so much method is that are equal, are not equal, are not equal, are not same. That all those methods is there. So I'm going to use are equal. So output will be the 30 and compare with the result. Okay. See, first is the arrange, then act, then assert. So here actually I'm comparing that, compare final output with that expected, or final output should be 30 and expected output should be 30, then test will pass. So just save it and build the application. Build it. Now I will check that one if test is pass up. So see that here once you build it here you can see that one method came like a test method. So right click and run the test. So selected test. Let's see the test is passed. If it's a green then means pass and red means failed. So let's see if that expected output, I'm expecting that it should be 50. Okay. So what will happen? Again you will run the selected test. Let's see the output. It's a failed. So it's a, you can see here red mark is coming, and here you can see also it's a red mark. Like here it should be 30. So now I'm going to create one more method for subtractions. So add one more method here. Just change the name and here minus. So same way we have to write for subtraction also. In the act one more is that int result subtraction equal to object method dot sub method. So here also I'm passing the 30 and 10. Now in the asset we're going to compare asset dot r equal to what will be the output 20, and that result is this one, that result sub. Now again the build application. First build the application. Build succeeded, and now run the selected test. So test is passed. So if we want you can create a more class, like if you want to create here that more class, more method, and you can, if you want to make a copy and make it different, that all those things you can do here. This is one is a small module to test. So a small block of code is here that for math class, and there is a two methods. So you can add more method and you can test same method, but you have to use that one three things: arrange, act, and assert. So now we are going to check with MVC how we will write a unit test in MVC. Just open that MVC project. Just open the Visual Studio first. Create a new project. Select web, ASP.NET web application. So it will be web application. Press OK. Select MVC, and here that one more checkbox is that add unit test. So yes, add unit test and press OK. Now project has been created. Now open the solution file. Here you can see that two projects. One is that web application and another one is that test project. So first what we'll do that it's already so much controller is created. Now we are going to create one more controller that I'm going to test. That will be the, I'm going to write a unit test controller. Just one. So here you can see that there is a action result here, okay, and that view is there. So now go and create one class here, that unit is, just delete that one. We're going to create one class, add class, that will be the unit test controller, unit test controller and test. Okay. So here, as you know that you need to add that test class first, unit testing, and one more is that test method attributes. So this one, if we will look that clearly, that unit test controller, there is one index is there. So you can create any, just make the name like a public void. So this one is that index. So unit test index third. You can write anything, test index. So this one is that, if you will look, this one is the test method. Okay. This one test method attributes, and this one is the test class attributes. So the controller, once open the controller, here I am going to return that one view, that is that index view. First we will check with the view. So it's returning that index view in this particular method. So same things. First it will be the range. Now I'm going to create that object of a unit test controller. That unit test controller. First you need to add the reference. This add the reference here and create that object. Okay. Now second one is that act. So in the act it will return the view result. View result. Okay. So create the object view result. It's equal to that, call the method, that is that index method, and as view result. Yeah. View result. Okay. Now third one will be the asset. Here we are going to compare that one. So how will you compare? So asset dot r equal. So what I am expecting, that is index, and then this one will be the view name. So what I am expecting, that it should be returned, that output should be returned that index only. So in the view name, and here you will check that this one it's returning that index only. Okay, and I'm comparing with the index. So now build the application, the test application. So it's created that a unit test in there. So right click and run the selected test. Let's see. The test is passed. If I am going to change that one, if I am going to expect that index 2, so let's see. And again that build that, run the selected test. That is a failed. That here you can see that it's a failed, because that one is returning that one index, but I am expecting that index 2. So same we can do in that unit test, like a view data also we can test. Like a view data, you can write here that attribute view data result, right, and write something, write a view data result. Same way we can test this one also. So only you need to change here. Here it should come that testing view data result. This one should come here, and here you need to change only that one is that view data. How is that name? View data result. Just copy this one, view data result. Okay. So that I'm going to test with the view data. So just again that build that application. Okay. And just right click and select it, run selected test. Yes, this test is passed. If you change some things here, if you expect something different like a testing data, but it's returning that testing view data result, then it will be failed. See, it's a failed. Now what we will do, we will make as a parameter here. So I'm going to write here parameter just like a number, or make it like a ID. Okay. So what we will do, if ID equal to 0, then return index, else return view index 1. Right. Same one I'm going to change. So write a unit test. Only you need to first, if you are going to pass like 0, so that it will be here index. This will change that one to view name. Okay, that will be return that index. Just build the application. Okay, and run selected test. Now it says passed. Now if you will pass that 1, okay, and if we will leave it like that and save, now build that run selected test, so it will be failed because for that 1 it should be index 1. So if you will make an index 1 and save it and run selected test, so selected test is passed. So much thing you can do here. Just if you will look at view, so what all those things like a model name, master name, view back view, data view, engine collection, view name, that all things you can test. And one more thing is that testing, that unit test is that software developer part who are doing that one to develop that software, that only can do that unit test. So when we write unit test cases for our code, it will become a proof which proves that our code is working. The best part is whenever we make any changes in the code, we just rerun the previously written unit test case and confirms that previous things are not broken. So because of that, why we are using that unit test. So let's review that one what we have done. For web applications, once we are creating that MVC project, at the same time we have selected that one unit test project. So here that unit test project is created, that separate project. This one for MVC project and this one for unit test. So once we are going to create any class, like just we have created that unit test controller, that class. So that one I have added that one action method. That is a action result. That is an index method. So in that index also Same one, I have created that one in the controller folder. We have created that unit test controller test class. So I have created class and one more method. So we know that one. Okay, we have to create three things. One is arrange and act and assert. So in that arrange, we are creating that object, and act we are getting that result. What it will return that unit test class, that one which part we are going to unit test. And third one is that compare. So in that compare part is that mainly that is testing parts, what it's returning and what we are expecting, if both will match. And there's so much method, if you will look there is so much method same equal that you can use all of them as per your requirement. And here I'm clicking, and finally then it's created that one. So right click that one and run the selected test. If it's a green, that means passed. If it's a red, that means failed. I hope it's a clear. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.